Donald Trump is not happy with recent comments that Neil Cavuto made on Fox Business regarding the promotion of hydroxychloroquine as a possible treatment for coronavirus. Now, Trump recently revealed to reporters that he is allegedly taking hydroxychloroquine in addition to the Z-Pack in order to ward off the coronavirus. Here's what he said just recently.
Did the White House doctor recommend that you take that? Is that why you're taking it?
Yeah, White House doctor. I didn't recommend. No, I asked him, what do you think? He said, well, if you'd like it. I said, yeah, I'd like it. I'd like to take it. A lot of people are taking it. A lot of frontline workers are taking hydroxychloroquine.
Now, many have responded to that by criticizing Trump for being irresponsible, for promoting something that has serious side effects and health ramifications for people, including heart problems. And so Neil Cavuto on Fox Business was one of those people. And he's basically telling his audience, hey, if you take this, very likely you could die. Take a look.
A study showed that among a population of veterans in a hospital receiving this treatment, those with vulnerable conditions, respiratory conditions, heart ailments, they died. There are also a number of other studies out, including the Journal of the American Medical Association, which examined some 1,438 individuals in the New York area across 25 hospitals from the middle of March to the end of March. The study was a real chance to look at the benefits that the president insisted were hydroxychloroquine. They concluded that among residents hospitalized in metropolitan New York with COVID-19, the treatment or both compared with neither treatment, no statistical differences. A second study done by Jacek Jeleris and colleagues at the New York Presbyterian Hospital, Columbia University Irving Medical Center in northern Manhattan from March 7th to April 8th also showed there were no visible differences.
So again, he went on to warn his audience that it's not that you would have nothing to lose by taking this drug. You could lose your life. And there are other studies that show how damaging this can be to people's health just due to the side effects, including the heart problems. And by the way, just to buttress Neil Cavuto's point, the FDA has warned the general public against using hydroxychloroquine unless it's under very specific standards, right? So Trump is going against his own guidelines, his own FDA in allegedly taking this drug. And look, in response to what Cavuto said, Trump retweeted a bunch of morons on Twitter. I'm not going to regurgitate those tweets. I'm not going to read them to you because it's just irresponsible propaganda and nonsense. But I am going to read to you what the FDA has put out in terms of warning about hydroxychloroquine. They say that hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine have not been shown to be safe and effective for treating or preventing COVID-19. They are being studied in clinical trials for COVID-19, and we authorize their temporary use during the COVID-19 pandemic for treatment of the virus in hospitalized patients when clinical trials are not available or participation is not feasible. Through an emergency use authorization. And then they write that hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine can cause abnormal heart rhythms and a dangerously rapid heart rate. That's what you should be reading, not these nonsense tweets that spread all sorts of misinformation about this drug.
So I was amused by the tweets because the conservatives were like, can you believe Neil Cavuto believes in facts? Ridiculous. He believes that every study is true. We believe none of the studies are true. And they really believe it. They built this like bubble in which anyone who believes scientists is a moron. They it's not just that they don't believe. They think the others, that guy believes in scientists. What an idiot. It's amazing. It's amazing the world that they live in. So, and if you said to them, well, how about Trump's own government, the FDA, the deep state? But I got a new term, Anna. I think that these guys might believe in hashtag deep science. Like, yeah, I don't know about science. A little deep science there. Okay.
You know, if this didn't deprive patients who desperately need this drug for lupus or malaria or rheumatoid arthritis issues, then honestly, like, I don't care. Like, if there was an abundance of this drug and we didn't have shortages because of this incompetence, all you right-wingers, if you refuse to read the data, believe the science, and you want to take this drug and risk your own life, I mean, have at it. Like, I believe in liberty, right? So if I think that we should legalize, all drugs, I think you should have the personal liberty to go ahead and take hydroxychloroquine if you are persuaded by literally the most incompetent and stupid president this country has ever had. But this is actually causing a lot of damage to people who do need this drug for its actual labeled purpose. So encouraging the off-label purpose is just so irresponsible, so stupid. And look, there are Americans out there who don't get factual news. Like, they don't read or watch outlets that tell them the truth about what's going on. And they might be unwittingly persuaded by this nonsense propaganda that Trump's putting out there. And even though I might not agree with them politically, I don't want them to get hurt. But all of these like public figures who are, dishonest actors, okay, go ahead, take hydroxychloroquine, right? And prove that you're taking it. Don't send out some ridiculous like letter that Trump did recently that doesn't really say much about proving that he's taking it. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But Cenk, I'm rambling. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So look, I agree with you because this one does not affect other people. So when you don't wear a mask, you endanger other people. When you don't social distance, you endanger other people. But if you're taking the hydroxy on your own, I don't think that endangers anyone else. It just increases your chance of having heart problems. And ironically, according to some of the studies, it increases your chances of dying if you already have coronavirus. But it doesn't spread the virus. So, look, if you want to inject yourself with bleach or take hydroxy when every doctor and scientist says don't do it, that's on you, brothers and sisters. I hope you don't do it because I don't want you to die. But if you want to show that facts are stupid and anybody who believes in science is unintelligent, have at it, Hoss. I mean, there's nothing I can do to help you. If you want to disprove gravity, go for that too. And lastly, their attacks on science have gotten so comical that they started doing a war on math at one point. We started telling you about that. And they're actually, in a sense, they're doing it now. Later in the show, we're going to show you Florida and Georgia are hiding the real numbers because they don't want you to see the cases piling up, et cetera. So that, I guess that's part of their war on math. But it might get to a point where they just start a war on numbers. Like words they can manipulate. Numbers are harder to manipulate. Like, that's it. You know what? We're not taking it anymore with 3. 3 is full of crap. Anyone who believes the number 3 is stupid. Yeah, I got you, Neil Cavuto.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.